Shedeur Sanders remains on sidelines as Browns clarify QB rotation. Kevin Stefanski made clear Sanders' role with the team ahead of Week 2. Shedeur Sanders entered the NFL with significant attention following his collegiate career at Colorado. Drafted by the Cleveland Browns, the rookie quarterback has become the subject of discussion not for his on-field production but for his role within the team's structure. Heading into Week 2 against the Baltimore Ravens, Sanders remains a developmental player rather than a contributor on game day, and uncertainty continues to surround his usage. The Browns' quarterback depth chart is firmly established. Veteran Joe Flacco leads the unit, while rookie Dillon Gabriel occupies the backup role. Sanders has been designated as the emergency option, positioned ahead of practice squad addition Bailey Zappe, but not expected to see action unless multiple injuries occur. With the team emphasizing stability under center, Sanders is unlikely to be elevated to the starting position in the near term. Speculation around his responsibilities intensified this week when Cleveland insider Tony Rizzo questioned why Sanders appeared to be sidelined even during practice. Rizzo argued that the 23-year-old was not taking part in scout team duties, suggesting his presence on the roster might be tied more to marketability than development. The commentary sparked debate among Browns followers about how the organization intends to integrate its young quarterback. Browns staff offers clarification. Quarterbacks coach Bill Musgrave addressed the criticism directly, refuting the claim that Sanders has been idle. According to Musgrave, Sanders, Gabriel, and Zappe rotate through scout team assignments depending on practice needs. The purpose, he explained, is twofold: to prepare the defense for upcoming opponents and to allow the quarterbacks to connect those repetitions back to Cleveland's own offensive approach. In his view, the system provides double duty, ensuring the backups gain meaningful practice experience while supporting the team's weekly game plan. Despite this clarification, doubts remain outside the organization. Critics point to Zappe's frequent use in scout situations as evidence that Sanders is not being prioritized. Combined with the Browns' decision to trade away Kenny Pickett shortly before the season opener and add Zappe as depth, the arrangement has fueled perceptions that Sanders' path to relevance in Cleveland is narrowing. The conversation has extended beyond practice routines to Sanders' long-term prospects. While the team has offered no indication of a trade, voices such as Rizzo have openly urged the Browns to release him if there is no intention to provide a real opportunity. He has argued that keeping Sanders solely as a symbolic or commercial figure does little to benefit either the player or the franchise. For now, the Browns are focused on their Week 2 matchup against Baltimore, which coincides with the Ravens' 30th anniversary in the city. Yet even as the spotlight should be on divisional competition, Sanders remains at the center of media attention. The debate over his utilization underscores the tension between managing a rookie quarterback's development and meeting the immediate demands of a contending team. Unless circumstances change in the quarterback room, Sanders' rookie season will likely remain one of limited visibility. Whether his future involves eventual progression within Cleveland's system or a fresh start elsewhere is an open question. What is clear is that, 2 weeks into the season, Sanders has become one of the Browns' most discussed players despite having yet to take the field in a regular season game. Cleveland Browns fans woke up Saturday morning expecting some clarity, but few thought it would sting this much. The franchise, caught in its endless carousel of quarterbacks, announced an official rotation for Week 2, and rookie Shedeur Sanders was not a featured part of it. The statement was short, crisp, and carefully packaged by the Browns media staff. Our quarterback room remains competitive. We are confident in our current rotation and believe it puts the team in the best position moving forward. But sometimes what isn't said is louder than what is. Shedeur Sanders, the polarizing rookie who arrived in Cleveland with fanfare, headlines, and one of the top-selling jerseys in the NFL, has been quietly shifted to the shadows. Instead of rotating in with the starters, he has been confined to the sideline, headset on, clipboard in hand. His role: observe, absorb, learn, and, most importantly, wait. A rotation without him. The Browns' plan moving into Week 2 is structured, deliberate, and, for now, doesn't require Sanders' presence on the field. Deshaun Watson remains the unquestioned starter, tasked with navigating Cleveland's offensive inconsistencies while proving he can still shoulder the franchise's immense expectations. Behind him, veteran Bailey Zappe has seized the QB2 role, running scout team snaps and providing steady backup insurance. That leaves Sanders, bright lights dimmed, buzz cooled, and expectations recalibrated. He's not being punished, head coach Kevin Stefanski told reporters when pressed. It's development. You don't want to throw a guy in just because the crowd's chanting. We're building him the right way. But to fans, who shelled out money for Shedeur jerseys and flooded social media with comparisons to his Hall of Fame father, the explanation feels sterile. To them, Sanders wasn't drafted to sit. He was drafted to lead. The sideline snapshot. On the sideline during practice, Sanders cuts a conflicted figure. He smiles at teammates, nods along with coaches, and daps up receivers after drills. But when it's time for live reps, he slides back into the shadows, helmet in hand, waiting for a call that never comes. Observers describe him as restless, tapping his fingers against his thigh, adjusting his chin strap even when he knows he won't step onto the field. It's the body language of a quarterback itching for a chance. For Sanders, the adjustment is not just about patience. It's about ego. At Colorado, he was QB1 from the moment he stepped on campus. In the NFL, he's QB3 in a crowded room, standing on the sideline while the play unfolds without him. The Browns' balancing act. The Browns know they're juggling more than just quarterbacks. They're juggling narratives. On one hand, they must justify the investment in Watson, who carries not just a financial burden but the expectations of a team built to win now. On the other, they must nurture Sanders, who represents hope, youth, and a potential future face of the franchise. For Stefanski and GM Andrew Berry, it's a chessboard. Every decision is scrutinized. Too many reps for Sanders, and you risk undermining Watson. Too few, and you risk alienating a fanbase hungry for the rookie's rise. We want Shedeur to be ready for the long term, Berry explained. This isn't about headlines in September. This is about where he'll be in 2-3 years. It's logical. It's pragmatic. But football is emotional, and Cleveland's faithful are nothing if not emotional. A city's frustration. Walk down Euclid Avenue or into any downtown bar and the conversation is the same. When will Shedeur play? Fans wear his number 14 jersey with pride, pointing to his potential as the spark the team has been missing. To them, keeping him sidelined feels like hiding a gift under the tree and refusing to open it.